second-hand car.
Well, that week went fast, isn't it? It's Wednesday night. We're back in the Oak. We've got another offering of music for you. 3 now. 3 acts and a quiz coming up. But not much from me, you'll be pleased to hear. So sit back and enjoy.
Hi, we're Stacey and Andy. This is our first song and it is Love Really Hurts Without You by Billy Ocean.
some Janis Joplin. Maria, love. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Didn't I make you feel like you were the only one? Oh, didn't I give you nearly everything that a woman possibly can? And each time I tell myself, well, I think I've had enough. But I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be done. I want you just come on, come on, come on, come on. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break another little piece of my heart now, baby, yeah. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it if that makes you feel good, yeah, yeah. Now you're out on the street looking good. Oh, baby, deep down in your heart, I guess you know it just ain't right. Never, 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 never will you hear me cry at night. And each time I tell myself, well, I just can't stand the pain. But then you hold me in your arms and I'm singing once again. I want you just come on, come on, come on, come on. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break another little piece of my heart now, baby, yeah. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it, that makes you feel good. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break another little piece of my heart now, baby, yeah. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. You know you got it, that makes you feel good.
Okay, this is our second one. This is Only You by Yazoo. Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. When you need me, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of your name, when it's only a game, and I need you, listen to the words that you say, it's getting harder to stay. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I
Happy in the bar where the barman is a she, where their haircut smile and the meaning of style is a night out with the boss. And it's them who choose and it's them who lose, and if you don't win then you've lost. What a good place to be. Don't believe her, cause they speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe us, oh no, cause it's never really happened to me. It's another night out with the boss, following the footsteps, overgrowing moss, and they told me women growing trees, and if you catch them right, they'll land upon their knees. Where they open up their wallets and they close all their minds, and they love to buy you all a drink. And as you ask all the questions and you take all your clothes off, get back to the kitchen sink. What a good place to be. Don't believe her, cause they speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe us, oh no, cause it's never really happened for me. What a good place to be. Don't believe her, to speak a different language and it's never really happened for me. Don't believe us, oh no, cause it's never really happened for me. Don't believe us, don't believe us, and don't believe us. It's happy hour again and again and again. It's happy hour again and again and again. It's happy hour again and again and again. It's happy hour again.
Hi there, Harry. How are you?
And well, thank you, Terry. And yourself?
Not too bad, thank you. Thanks for doing a couple of songs for us. I've watched them, and I think they're quite good, as per usual. So what I'm going to do now is just get a few questions, just to people see how you feel and see what your interests are. So we'll start with your first question. If you could front any band, who would there be and why?
Oh well. I think the obvious one, if you've seen me play before, would probably be Oasis. My favourite band of all time. Everything about me is right up my street. I think for me, it would have to be them, or as at a push, maybe the Stone Roses.
Yeah, I was thinking that it would be your answer anyway. See, a lot of us have seen you live and everything. Yeah, I thought that. Your next question probably going to be an Oasis song, I should imagine. But what's your favourite song of all time?
Oh wow! I move around quite a lot, so it does kind of vary with how I'm feeling. I don't think I've ever got like a one go-to track, but if I was pushed, it's either going to be "Hey Jude" by the Beatles.
Yes, very good choice. I like that.
Surefire, obvious classic. If not that, then "Waterfall" by the Stone Roses, or "Whatever" by Oasis.
Yeah.
The song, but not just any.
Yeah. The third question is, it says here, if you could only listen to one song 24 hours a day, what would it be?
Christ. You'd want to kill yourself at the end either way, wouldn't you? Just because it goes on for a long enough time. Well, that's probably, I could say "Hey Jude," but the one that popped into my head was "I Am the Resurrection" by the Stone Roses. It's long enough that I wouldn't have to listen to it too many times throughout the day.
Okay, that says it. Yeah, I don't think I know what I'd listen to. Probably "Silence." I think it would be a nice one for me sometimes. Right, next one would be quite easy one for you. Do you think Leeds are going to beat Wolves on Sunday? Well, on Friday night, actually.
Friday. You set me up here, haven't you? It depends. As we were saying before we started recording, if we've got Calvin Phillips in the team, then I think we will. If not, we tend not to do well without him. Sorry. So if we haven't got him, I'll go for a draw. But I don't think you're going to beat us.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, I think a few people disagree with you there, but we'll carry on. Yeah. Just one more. Just let us know. How did you get into music?
So I was, well, as you've alluded to there, I was born in Leeds and I moved as a child to Worcester with my family. And in high school, a friend of mine was in a band and they weren't doing very well. And the Arctic Monkeys released their first album, and regional accents became a popular thing. And so I asked them one day, "How's your band going? We need a new singer." I said, "Oh, who are you looking for? Who do you want to do it?" And they said, "Well, you really." And I laughed because I'd never done kind of music before. I was always just a footballer, sporty, not interested kind of thing. And they basically picked me because I had a regional accent, and obviously going to a school in Worcester and talking like this, I sounded a lot different. And they just pestered me to the point where I said, "All right, I'll come and do it so you can see how rubbish I am, and then you'll leave me alone." And 15 years later, I'm still playing music. So it went okay. And I think I'm that band, actually. I think I'm the only one who still does any kind of music anyway.
Really?
But that's where I started. And then obviously onto sorting my own band after that before going solo.
Yeah. So, but you'll be hoping to get back into music again, obviously, when we get a lockdown.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Off you go.
No, I was just to say, especially because people don't know, obviously, because you've had a little one, and you need to fatherhood and everything. So,
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually been a year since my last gig. It was January. I last played. So
we haven't had anything since March, really. So
yeah, it's just an awful situation. But yeah, just itching to go. And I must admit that I kind of was hoping to give myself a bit of a break when my son was born. Anyway, it's a bigger break than I intended it to be. But the previous year, I'd done near enough 50 gigs, like every weekend, near enough that was going out. So I always planned a bit of a break, but I've had enough of a break now that I'm itching to go again and just can't wait to get out and playing again.
Yeah, trust me, there's a lot of people around here itching to go, waiting. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't wait to get back, and we hope to see you soon as well, definitely.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be, as soon as everything's safe and ready to go, I'll be. I'd love to be there. It's high on my list.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Right, good evening everybody, or good afternoon. My name's Patrick, welcome to our virtual quiz. This is the lockdown, not the pub quiz. Every Sunday during the national lockdown I do a full quiz, it takes about an hour, but this one is somewhere between 8 and 10 minutes. It's a fun quiz. Round one is some pub quiz questions. Round two is some picture questions, and round three is the music questions, and we've got some answers as well. I'm not in my normal room, you can see the background. We haven't got any heating, so I've got a fire on, and I'm only in the warmest room in the house. So Mandy's upstairs in bed watching telly. Warm going. So I'm your host. And when we're ready, okay, we're going to start with round one. You get your paper, pen, pipe ready, and join in with the pub quiz. So round one, some questions, 4 questions here. Question 1. The German attack on which country caused Britain to enter the Second World War? So question 1. The German attack on which country caused Britain to enter the Second World War? Give some time to think about that. You can hear the fire clicking in the background quite. Question 2. Vietnam claimed independence from which country in 1945? Question 2. Vietnam claimed independence from which country in 1945? question 3. How many children did Queen Victoria have? Question 3. How many children did Queen Victoria have? I'm conscious of the acoustics as well. It's sort of more echoey than normal. Right, okay. So question 3. How many children did Queen Victoria have? It's always worth a guess, isn't it? And we've got question 4. Which city is the capital of Canada? Question 4. Which city is the capital of Canada? Okay. That's a great thing about videos. You can always rewind them, can't you? Just see what you've done. Or pause them. Pause them, that's an idea. Right, okay, now we're going to move on to the picture round. It consists of 2 pictures, and basically you've got to guess who they are. Okay. So here we go. So we've got the picture round. Oh, it actually says what I just said as well. It's 2 pictures, and you've got to guess who they are. So picture 1 is coming up now. Who is this person? Picture 1. Who is this person? What happens during the bit is I'm queuing up the music, you see, so you don't see the back of my head. And picture 2 coming up. Who? Oh, that's what I said. Who is this person? Who is this person? Okay. So, who's that? Now you're going to go on to the music round. You'll hear about 15 seconds of music. We're looking for the artist and the song title. So each one of these is worth 2 marks. Just 2 tracks, okay? Play them twice, and let's see how we go on this. Remember, we're just looking for the artist and the title. Okay, so artist and the title. This is track 1 again. Right, okay. So you should have you might have an idea of the artist if you can't remember the name of the track. And then we've got track 2, another classic introduction. Right, so we'll go through that again. It is the second one, and we're looking for the artist and the title. Just when you want to listen to more and longer, you can't. That's the thing. It's due to copyright reasons, I can only give you 15 seconds. Anyway, so you can always go out and listen to them on your own streaming device. We're coming up to the answers, right? So here are the answers, and well, there we go. Round 1, answers. Question 1, the German attack on which country caused Britain to enter the Second World War? That was Poland. Question 2, Vietnam claimed independence from which country in 1945? The answer was France. Question 3, how many children did Queen Victoria have? She had 9. 9. And question 4, which city is the capital of Canada? That is Ottawa. So, right, and the picture round answers. The first one was Jonathan Ross, and the next one was Joss Stone. Don't get your Rosses and your Stones mixed up. Okay. Then there was the music round. Track 1 was This Charming Man by the Smiths. And track 2 was Layla, David and the Dominoes, but we all also know as Eric Clapton, so you can have either of those. Okay, so now is the time to write your scores up. Okay, I'm right, so the answers I give are those correct. So how well did you do? I hope you did better than that medieval person there. Hope you all had fun. Right, if you like this, send your compliments my way. I'm quite needy. If you enjoyed the quiz, I host one on the Royal Oaks Facebook page every Sunday at 8 PM during the lockdown. Really nice to see you there. Like I say, it takes just under an hour to do the questions, but you can also natter with people on the chat. Thank you very much to Emma and Terry for all the staff and management at the Royal Oak. Thank you for taking part. Hope to see you next sometime inside the Oak when we can get a drink. My name's been Patrick Tarpey. And I've disappeared. Right, so thank you very much. And that's it.
Stop dreaming of a quiet life. It's one you'll never know. We're running for the runaway bus. Use those rosy days off you. And stop apologizing for the things you've never done. Time is short and life is cruel. It's up to us to change this town called Malice. Ooh, yeah. Rows and rows of tissues, milk floats, dying in the dairy yards. Hundreds of lonely housewives clutching empty milk bottles to their hearts. Hanging out their own love letters on the line to dry. Enough to make you stop believing when the tears come fast and furious in a town called Malice. Ooh, yeah. Ba 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 da bum, ba 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 da bum. Oh, ba 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 da bum, ba 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 da bum. Struggle after struggle, year after year. The atmosphere's a fine blend of ice and I'm almost stone cold dead in a town called Malice. Ooh, yeah. All streets believe in Sunday's roast beef. His dash against the co-op. So either cut down on beer or the kids new gear. A big decision in a town called Malice. Ooh, yeah. Ghost of a steam train echoes down my track. At the moment bound for nowhere, just going round and round.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, oh, this Billy would take me walking. Through the backyard we go walking, then he look into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was, oh, yes he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how to try. But when it's down, it's sweet talking to me. You come and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was, oh, yes he was. And how will I remember the look that was in his eyes, or sending kisses from me on the slide, taking time to make time, telling me that it's all mine. Learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown. And the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Oh yes he was, oh yes he was. He was a sweet talking son of a preacher man. Ooh, yes he was the son of a preacher man. Sweet talking son of a preacher man. He was, oh, yes he was.
So formerly we've been a duo about, I want to say 6 years. We started gigging 2015.
Yeah, not officially gigging. I think when we started doing a few open mic nights.
No, we started gigging in 2015. We started the open mic nights in 2014.
Time goes fast when you're having fun. How did I get into performing music? With Stacey, I kidnapped her at a karaoke one day, because prior to that I did do a few open mic nights on my own and I didn't really rate myself as a singer, so I thought I'd get somebody else to do it for me.
Yeah, so I used to host karaoke, and Andy turned up one time and then just badgered me basically until I agreed to have a go. Pretty much dragged me up on an open mic, made me look daft if I didn't get up, so yeah.
Everybody clapped, behave.
Yeah.
Famous band that I would like to be in? To be honest, there's a handful, obviously not all at the same time. Based on the fact that they've got to tour the world and play in many different countries, I think bands like Metallica, Bon Jovi, Iron Maiden, you know, just general artists like that, you know, are famous in practically every country and have played practically every country.
I can't think of a band I'd like to be in. I can't think of a band that's got a male and a female in.
Your band. Kylie and Jason.
That's not a band.
That was especially for you.
I would have liked to have been Nena Cherry. I would have liked to have released Buffalo Stance in the 80s. And I do like to do that one on karaoke, don't I? So I wasn't a band, and I couldn't be in a band with Andy because he does my head in. So
Diva singers.
Anyway, guys, I hope you've had a great night, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing everybody in the pub at some point this year, all being well. Please stay safe, guys.
One of my favourite songs to sing is Living on a Prayer. Well, I don't sing it, I play it. Living on a Prayer, because that's one of the songs that normally gets everybody joining in and singing Also Mr. Brightside. But I hate it when people come and ask me to play Wonderwall.
He doesn't. He loves it. So my favourite song is to sing is probably What's Up, although I don't think we do it as often now. 4 Non-Blondes. It's like my favourite song of all time. But I like the ones you like as well, for the same reasons. This is our last one. This is Hungry Like the Wolf.
Maybe I should be a writer, write a book and feel much brighter, share my thoughts with the world. Or maybe then I could be a filmmaker, sell your life more fun than paper. Never see the screens the corners go. And maybe then it could be a lover. Find a girl and win her over. Tell her that she's the only one. And maybe then a philanderer, I sneak around and lie to her. Kid myself that I'm the happy one. Not looking over four-leaf clovers, just waiting for help to freeze. Oh, wow, 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 over. And maybe then I could take a mic, stand up tall like Michael Strike, try to solve the problems of the earth. And maybe then I can sit back down, scratch my chin and use my frown, try to figure out exactly what I'm worth. Still burning churches, we're burning books, killing the babies to feed the crooks. Who said the world will turn out fair? And I guess I'll dig myself a hole, ask the devil if he wants my soul. Do something real like cut my hair. Not looking over four-leaf clovers, just waiting for help to freeze. Oh, wow, 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 over. Hey! I may be this and I may be that, maybe sad and I may be sad. Won't really matter much in the end. Maybe my enemy, maybe my friend. I drive myself around the bend. Thanks for your time and ears to lend. Not looking over four-leaf clovers, just waiting for help to freeze. Oh, wow, 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 over. Not looking over four-leaf clovers, just waiting for help to freeze. Oh, wow, 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 over.
See if you recognize this song. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hear me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Is this a John Cigarette?
And then it's to the right.
With your hands on your hips.
And bend your knees in tight. What is a perfect turn? The really got you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's so dreamy, a fantasy free me, so you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intention, secluded, I see all with a bit of a mind slip. We're into the time slip. could ever be the same. We're spaced out on sensation, like we're under sedation. Let's do the time over again. Let's do the time over again. While I was walking down the street just to have anything, when a snake of a guy gave me an evil wing. He shook me up, he took me by surprise. He wore a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me and I felt the same. Oh, time is nothing, never won again. Let's do the time over again. Let's do the time over again.
It's just a jump to life.
And then step to the right.
Put your hands in your hips.
And bend your knees hands high. What is a pelvic thrust? The rhythm drives you insane. Let's do the time over again. Let's do the time over again.
Well, passed an hour away, hopefully. Thank you to all the performers. We enjoyed their interviews. Thank you to Patrick again for another great quiz. Let's hope we see you next week for part 3. One more week closer to opening, hopefully. See you around. Goodbye. If you like what you saw and you want to see it again, follow us on our YouTube page or it'll be here on our Facebook page. Whichever one you choose, we'll be pleased to see you. Good night.